Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. It's Punjab Kings versus Delhi Capitals. Punjab Kings already in the playoffs, but will be eyeing that top two finish. While on the other hand, DC will play their last game of this season. They started off on a high, played some really good games, but then after a loss against MI, everything changed for Delhi Capitals. Since then, in the last 8 matches, they have only won 2 games, and tonight they will be looking to go out on a high. Joining me today for this show is Bharat Ramraj and Naman Suri. Bharat, let's start because Punjab is doing so well. Let's start off with DC because it's their last game, the last time we'll see them. First of all, what went wrong with Delhi? What was
Starts.
the drastic change?
Yeah, I guess see, they lost momentum somewhere. Maybe they were punching above their weight for a while. They lost momentum. They were punching above the weight, and they lost that game against Mumbai Indians. After that, it has been a downhill journey for them, downhill path, barring a couple of victories. So yes, it tells you that in league-based tournament, momentum is very important. In a close match, they lost the plot just when it seemed like they would go and defeat Mumbai Indians. And they have other problems as well. As we know, they have problems at the top of the order. That's a known fact. They've tried different combinations. Faf to Plessis, sometimes it's KL Rahul, sometimes it is Karun Nair, sometimes it is Jake Fraser McGurk. It is not really clicked, barring a couple of knocks here or there. In terms of their bowling department, Mitchell Stark bowled a couple of good spells, but after that, he also didn't really click. And then obviously, he didn't return to India. And the replacements, someone like Chamira, yes, he's a decent bowler. I'm not saying he's a bad bowler, but definitely not in the class of Stark. In a couple of games, he also gave away runs. And Netrajan as well. He's coming back from an injury. He looks a little bit rusty. And even Mukesh Kumar in the last game, I guess he ended up giving a lot of runs. So their bowlers are also not clicking. Their top order is not really clicking. So that they have a lot of issues. Someone like Vipraj Nigam, perhaps Axar Patel has not used him as well as it should have been. See, he's given one over here, one over there. Perhaps it deserves a little more backing as a wrist spinner. So yeah, that different things have gone wrong. They tried Samir Rizvi somewhere, sometimes in the middle order, sometimes coming slightly lower down the order, but still his game against pace bowling doesn't look up to the level that you want it to be to play at the higher echelons of cricket. So yes, a lot of things have gone wrong for them in the last 6 or 7 or 8 games, whatever it is.
Naman, what do you think was that entire change that shifted the momentum of Delhi Capitals? Yes, the batting lineup was firing here and there, was blowing hot and cold. You saw some brilliant performances here and there, but then it just flatlined completely.
Yeah, I mean, they have been tinkering up with their batting lineup quite often now. Fraser McGurk wasn't performing well. Then Fab du Plessis was in and out because of his injury and illness. Now, Akshar Patel is also missing out because of an illness. He hasn't practiced with the team on the match eve. So that kind of tells you that the team is not in the best shape. KL Rahul has gone up and down. His position is not fixed. Karun Nair came in and went. So the batting lineup is still not fixed. They might field the best lineup they can possibly against Punjab Kings, but at this point in time, it is a dead rubber game for them, and I think they had a phenomenal run in the beginning. They were able to bask on the things that weren't going right for other teams, were pretty much going right for them. But by the time the main phase of the tournament came, the middle part of the season, where Mumbai Indians excelled, Delhi Capitals faltered, and that kind of change came when Mumbai and Delhi played together. So that is something I think didn't work out well for them. Their strategies for not playing someone like Natarajan, I'm not sure why he hasn't been played much often than he has been till now. I think he played only 1 or 2 games by now. And with Mitchell Stark not in the line, I mean, in the scheme of things now with he leaving for Australia and not coming back, I think should have banked on someone like Natarajan because he is a experienced bowler. He knows how to bowl those key length ball somewhere around the Yorker mark, and that kind of tells you that they didn't strategize, they didn't work out the strengths of their bowlers, batters, and how they should be utilized. So I think it's a complete strategical failure from my perspective.
Absolutely. And if I'm not wrong, this is the game that was abandoned the last time around, right? At Dharamshala. Yes. So this is, if you really look at it, this game would have had a lot riding on it had Delhi Capitals won against Mumbai in the last game. So they could have really had a chance at the playoffs. But unfortunately, nothing is going right for Delhi Capitals, especially with the skipper out. We don't know if he's going to play today or not. But on the other hand, you've got a Punjab Kings who have done exceptionally well this season. Bharat, looking at how they have been performing in the last, let's just take the last couple of years. You did not really have a set core to Punjab Kings. You saw constant chopping and changing in the playing 11 as well. There was really no set template for Punjab, but then suddenly this season around, PBKS comes in and everything changes. Is it the Shreyas Iyer effect?
Yeah, captain has to play a role. Obviously, the coaching setup also has to be given credit for bringing that stability. Ricky Ponting as well. But Shai Sir is definitely a very good captain, perhaps the best captain going around in this IPL. And he's someone who's brought that stability. Seems to be someone who has that leadership qualities. And he makes the right kind of changes as well as a captain. If you look at how he used Vijay Kumar Vaishak in one of the matches where, where he brought him as an impact player and used him at the right time as an impact sub in the slog over. So yes, he's been a good captain, but somewhere the credit has to go to the players as well. The top order has been firing on all cylinders. Priyan Sharia and Prabh Simran Singh. Prabh Simran Singh has been around with Punjab Kings for a while, but there has been a lack of consistency in his game. He's definitely improved his offside game, scoring a lot of runs, and Priyan Sharia has been a huge asset for them this season. A great bonus, very risky player, plays a lot, can improvise, can manufacture shots. So the top order has really worked. Yes, finally, the credit has to go to the coaching staff and Shai Sire for backing the players to the hilt and for bringing stability to that setup. Because if something that was said against Punjab Kings in the past, or something that was criticized about Punjab Kings in the past, was lack of stability in terms of not just their playing 11s, but also how they used to take decisions at the auction table or in terms of retentions. They used to make some wholesale changes. That kind of stability was not associated with that Punjab Kings setup, but definitely with this coaching setup, you can see that.
Naman, another thing that will work in favor of Punjab is the fact that Marcus Stoinis, Josh Inglis, and Aaron Hardy are back, and also Kyle Jamieson is back, if I'm not wrong. So three Australians are back into the team. It definitely gives them a huge boost. Not that they need it against a team like Delhi Capitals, going by the recent form, but heading into the playoffs, this will be a huge boost for Punjab Kings.
Definitely a huge boost for Punjab Kings. They can, I mean, change like for like Kai Jameson for someone like Xavier Bartlett, or even Mitchell Owen, the debutant last game didn't perform well. I think he scored a duck on the first ball. I'm not sure if it was the first ball or second ball, but he got out on a duck. So that kind of tells you that they require certain batters. But irrespective of that, I think Punjab Kings batter have done significantly well. They are the first team with five batters with more than 250 runs in a season. That tells you that they don't need anything special. Their batting order is set. And in respect to bowling lineup, they missed Lockie Ferguson in the initial part because he got injured. He was bowling significantly well, but I think others have done pretty much well. Jaswinder Chahal came back to the party and started taking wickets. The captain was backing him up time and time again, and he delivered. So that kind of tells you that Shreyas Iyer has to be credited for the way the Punjab Kings have been performing. they haven't qualified for the playoffs from since 2014. So that kind of sums up their past seasons and Shreyas Iyengar's effect. It's not just the coaching staff; it's also the person, the captain on the field taking those calls. His character is also on test, so that kind of tells you Shreyas Iyer has done his job pretty well. And then I think the auction table they did pretty well. Bob Simran they kind of retained and then acquiring someone like Priyansh Arya who played significantly well at the Delhi Premier League and in the domestic format as well. Kinds of tell you that they had a particular strategy in mind and they kind of deployed it to perfection. If not perfection, it can become perfection because Punjab now has the chance to go top of the table with both Gujarat and Bengaluru kind of faltering in that race. So I think they have been doing things pretty well. There have been ups and downs. Shreyas Iyer got out of form, came back into form. Still, he has more than 250 runs this season of IPL. So I think everything is going good. And I think if they can just seal off the top two spot now, will be the icing on the cake.
Bharat and Naman, final couple of questions. Let's take predictions and close off the show. Bharat, do you think DC can go out on a high, or will it be Punjab Kings who will carry the momentum forward?
Oh, not very sure. Delhi Capitals have much going for them. Yes, I understand they're out of the tournament. They have been shown the exit door, so they can think that yes, you have nothing to lose. Let us go and win this game. But it usually doesn't happen like that. What happens is you play long league, and maybe when you're in a losing streak, some of the players at least would want to go back home. So that could have also happened with their setup where the players are kind of deflated. So I am giving Punjab Kings the upper hand here. I expect them to win, though. From Delhi Capitals' perspective, it would be good if they go on a high and win a consolation game.
Naman, what are your thoughts?
I think this is the perfect opportunity to Punjab go top of the table, and I think that is what is going to happen. Delhi hasn't been in the best of the forms, and I don't see them doing any good here against Punjab as well. Punjab is in a splendid form, and if I remember correctly, in Dharamshala when these two teams were playing before it got suspended, Punjab Simran and Priyansh Arya were smashing the Delhi bowlers, irrespective if it is Stark is there, not there. They were smashing them apart, and I think they went on to score some 18 or 80, 90 odd runs without a fall of wicket. So that kind of tells you the strength that this batting lineup holds, and I don't see anything going against it because Jaipur pitch, the Man Singh Stadium pitch, is also kind of a batting pitch. I mean, you can send somewhere around 200 will be a fast score.
All right, then that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you so much, Bharat and Naman, for joining. And to everyone who's watching, stay tuned to Rev Sports. We've got lots coming your way. Finally, the Indian team has also been announced, so we'll be constantly, analyzing everything that's going on. And of course, in a matter of a few days, if I'm not wrong, a week or so, you will have Rohit Juglan in England covering the India A series. So stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.